Right, let's move to the next part now. That is where, okay, you can see these symbols. So what are the symbols? So we are using flowchart to show this algorithm. Actually, we have already written these symbols. I just want you to remember these symbols again. So rounded rectangle is the shape which is used to show the input, sorry, start and the end. So the shape is rounded rectangle or ellipse, right? Rounded rectangle or ellipse can be used to show, rounded rectangle or ellipse can be used to show the start and the end. ආරම්භය අවසානය. ඒක rounded rectangle එකකින් තමයි පෙන්නන්නේ. So what is the symbol for input and output? Input or output, what is the symbol? Yes.
Ellipse, oval.
Oval? No, oval, ellipse, or this one. So it can be oval even. Oval or ellipse or rounded rectangle will come in start and end. ආරම්භය අවසානයේ තමයි oval එකේ. Input output. Input or output. Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, I know the shape, but I don't know the name.
So
Can I tell?
yes, you can tell.
Parallelogram.
Yes, very good. It's called parallelogram. Parallelogram. Parallelogram is the shape which is used for input and output. So please write down the name if you don't know. Right, that is parallelogram. P-A-R-A-L-L-O-G-R-A-M. Parallelogram. So parallelogram is the shape which is that is the shape which is used to display input or output. Actually, it is this shape, right? The minimum shape. So parallelogram කියලා කියන්නේ මේ තියෙන සමාන්තර ආශ්‍රය. So this is what the parallelogram is. Okay, process. What is the shape for process?
A rectangle.
Rectangle, yes. Process uses rectangle. Process uses rectangle. That is correct. Then tell me, so what is the process? What is the shape for decision?
A diamond shape.
Yes,
Diamond shape.
Diamond shape is for the decision, right? Diamond for decision. Then data flow. Data flow.
Arrows.
Yes, data flow, arrows. So you can see these are the other shapes, right? So rectangle is for the process. And decision symbol is a diamond like this. Then you can see arrows, which is showing the data flow. Actually, in our algorithm, which is written for finding perimeter, getting length and width. So what is that? What is the shape that you have to use? Getting length and width. Length and width වලට මොන shape එකද අපි දාන්න ඕන? Length width ගන්න එකට.
Rectangle.
Rectangle is a process.
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram, right? Parallelogram එක තමයි ගන්න. That is input. Okay, display perimeter. Display perimeter. What is the shape? Display කියන්නේ output එකක්. මොකක්ද තියෙන්නේ පෙන්නන්න? Display shape, display perimeter. What do you need to use? Again, you are telling the wrong answer, right? Well done. So rectangle is for process. Display perimeter is output. Output uses. What is
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram. Output uses parallelogram. Calculate the area or calculate perimeter. So what is the shape? Calculate perimeter or area.
Diamond.
Calculating is a decision. Is it a decision? Theorem at the calculate can process. Is it a process or decision? There's something, some calculation, mathematical or logical thing. So is it a process or is it a decision?
It is a process.
It is a process. So the shape is rectangle. So please remember these things. Now you can see start. Get in various fruits. That is input. Wash in fruits well, cut fruit into the pieces, mix it, add in sugar. So all these are processes. So processes are rectangles. Input. Get in various fruits. That is input. That is parallelogram. Then serve the prepared fruit salad is output. The output is also parallelogram. Then the end. Start and the end. Here. So start. Get the length. Get the width. Both are inputs. Therefore, it uses parallelogram. So length and width and find the area. Multiply length and width, find the area. Multiple length by width, find the area. That is a process. Then display the area or find the area. Or this should be display the area, right? Find the area. Display the area. Display the area. That is output. Display the area is output. Output is a parallelogram. End is a ellipse or rounded rectangle. I think now this is clear to you. Right. Let's see one more. Oh, that shows you the summary, right? Start and end, use ellipse. Then the parallelogram indicate the input output. This is for the process and this is for the decision. Arrows are showing the data flow. So let me show you one important thing. This is A-level ICT, advanced level ICT 2021 past paper, right? Advanced level you have years to write these answers. So this is this shows me this is Sinhala medium paper. So let me go to English medium paper. English medium paper, and let's go to the past paper wiki. This is advanced level, right? This is advanced level paper. So let me show something interesting there. Let me preview the paper, and this is it. Okay, let's move down and move down further. Ah, okay, you can see here. So what is this? What is in this shape? Right, we just learned. So what is this called? A flowchart. A flowchart. So what is the symbol? Start and end. That is ellipse or rounded rectangle. Input end is a parallelogram. It is input. Count 0, I equals 0. That is a, what is that?
Rectangle.
Rectangle means a process, right? A process. Then input x is parallelogram, which means input. Is x less than 100? What is this? Is x less than 100?
Diamond shape.
Yeah, diamond for what? Diamond for?
Decision.
Decision.
Take a decision.
Decision. Okay, what is this empty box? So what should be there?
Shape is used.
Shape is rectangle. Yes, rectangles are for
To process.
processes. Yes, rectangles. I equal I plus 1 is a?
Process.
It is also a process. Then is I equal to n?
Decision.
Decision. Okay, so what is this?
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram means what should be there? This is
Input or output.
that is output, right? It is mentioned there is output, right? Then the stop. So can you see it is same, right? It is same thing that you are learning in grade 6. So only thing is this flow chart is bit complex. It has something more. This algorithm is bit complex. Product algorithm. So what you learn in the grade 6, is applicable even for A levels. Hari dehinda amataka karanna epa මේක. So whatever you learn in your grade 6 syllabus is applicable for A levels, O levels, or O levels වලට කරන්නේ A levels වලට. University එකේ first year එකේ questions වලත් මෙහෙම තියෙනවා. So same symbols, right? Don't forget therefore. එහෙනම් අමතක කරන්න එපා. හරි. දැන් එක සැරයක් වුණා එක සැරයක් නෙවෙයි 10 සැරයක් විතර කියලා දීලා තියෙනවා. For the examination also you'll get questions. So don't forget. Okay, Pute. So before starting the next one, let me go to the workbook very quickly, and there are things to write down in the workbook. Under the workbook, chapter number 5. Okay, this is our chapter. The first question is asking, okay, the first question is asking this: what are the main components of a problem? Yes, problem can be divided into 3 things. What are they?
Input, process, and output.
Very good. Input, process, and output. Very good, right? Input, process, output. Okay, so what is input? What is an input?
Things that are used to solve a problem.
Yeah, things that we take in, right? Things that we take. Things that we get into the system to solve the problem. Process is?
Steps that are taken to solve the problem.
Yeah, steps, but you can just tell mathematical and logical activities, right? Addition, division, subtraction like activities. So then output?
The results obtained
Results,
after
yes.
solving a problem.
Yes, results. So let's write down this very quickly. So you don't write it in the workbook, Pute. So use your writing book to write this, right? Workbook එකේ අපි ඉස්කෝලේදී ලියන්නත් එපා. ඒ හින්දා දැනට මේක workbook එකේ පුරවන්න එපා. Workbook එකේ හිස්තන් එහෙමම තියලා පස්වෙනි පාඩමේ පළවෙනි එක writing book එකේ ලියන්න. Don't write the question, just write the answers only, right? මේ A කියලා දැම්ම ඒක ඉස්සරහින් ලියුවා. It was explain them briefly. Input කියලා දැම්ම, process, output, just write this text, right? Don't write everything. Right, in the next question, question number 2, write input, process, and output to find the perimeter of a rectangle that we have already done. How to find the perimeter? So first of all, you have to get the inputs. Inputs are height and width. The perimeter is width and height into 2. That is the process. Right? The output is the calculated perimeter. That is very simple, right? So that we have already discussed. අපි කතා කරපු එකම තමයි මොන ප්‍රශ්නයක් විදිහට දීලා තියෙන්නේ. So please add this part also. Please write down this part also. So those who have run down can take a screenshot and later write down, right? You can just take a screenshot or you can watch the video also. Question number 3. Given below are the steps related to making cup of tea by grade 6 students. I hope you have done this. So you have to identify what are the inputs, what are the outputs, and what are the processes. A. Take water, tea leaves, sugar, and milk powder. Is it input, output, or process?
Input.
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 Boil water.
Input.
Boil water.
Output. Output. Process.
Don't tell everything. So this is not good. So understand carefully, right? Take water and so whatever you need, you will take that. That is input. Those are inputs. Boiling water is input or
Output.
output. So are you going to drink water or tea?
Process.
It is a process. It is a process. Add tea leaves to boiled water.
Process.
Process. Add milk to the milk and powder and sugar. Milk powder and sugar. Process. Then add plain tea into above mixture.
Process.
Yes. Yeah, it's process. Prepare the cup of tea, mix all. Process. Yeah, that is also
Process.
process. So then A is input, B, C, D, E, F are processes. Actually, one can argue that the last one is output, but it is output only if, so they are talking about the result. So maybe offering the tea, or just you can say prepare, just offer the tea or finish. So that can be the output, finish making tea. But according to this, so whatever mentioned here, it looks like a process. That's why I have bracketed that and write this inside, because it is not directly, you cannot call that output. It is also a process. But if you consider this as the final step, final result is T, then that can be treated as output. But here, mixing and all, that is a process. The mix monari karna process. Boil can rat karna process. Add किया ने एक तो करना एक process से का mix किया ने मिश्र करना process से का जैसे add plain एक तो करना एक process से का इलाने mix all एक process से का एक ही process किया ने में वाट हरियर तेरुंगा न हर please write down. Okay, so please write down whatever in the brackets also, right? Brackets are the so why? Because it's very important as so, because one can argue that this is output, but since this mixing part is there, that is why I have taken that as a process, right? Okay, 5.2. What is an algorithm? Can you tell me what is an algorithm? Algorithm එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? We have learned in the beginning of the chapter, even we have learned what is an algorithm. Yes. Hello. Algorithm එකක් කියන්නේ මොකක්ද?
A method that includes all the steps of solving problems.
Yes, very good. A method that includes all the steps to solve a problem. Very good. So that is what the algorithm, right? You can write down that. Right, then asking suitable algorithm to find the perimeter of a rectangle, that we have already done, right? Starting getting the input height and width, then adding them and multiply by 2. So this we have already done. Therefore, please write down the first one. So what is an algorithm? That part, writing that part is enough. Make it clear. The steps included, or steps in order or arrangement of steps to solve a problem. This includes input, processes, outputs, and that should be unambiguous, clear. I said that that should be precious, solid. The surely algorithm maker. ප්‍රශ්නේ විසඳෙන්නම ඕනේ එකේ. සැකේට විසඳෙන්න බෑ. Surely විසඳෙන්න ඕනේ. Should be precious and should be unambiguous. Unambiguous කියන්නේ clear to understand. පැටලිලි සහගත වෙන්න බෑ. Clear to understand. So it uses symbols. Symbolic representation is there to solve that. That is called the flowchart, right? So please write down that part. So then next question. Write suitable algorithm for preparing tea, which is mentioned question number 3 of activity 5.1. So this is easy, therefore no need to write down this. You can also write down by just looking at these activities. Start, take water, tea leaves, sugar and milk powder, then boil the water, add tea leaves and the boiled water.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Can you show me the first one again?
Yeah, please take a screenshot quickly. This one, right? Okay. So you can watch the video and write down that, right? So if you are still unable to do that. Okay, so this is like showing the steps that we have already discussed. So please write down the same steps. And only thing that I have added as the 8th step, serve the tea, because that was missing. No, that output was missing. You can remember, right? The output was missing, so serve the tea should come. So I have added that to the end.
Sir, it's the third question, right?
Yeah, it's that question. Okay, then activity 5.3. What is a flowchart? So flowchart is a symbolic and graphical representation of an algorithm, right? So it uses standard symbols. So that shows the plan. Why there are standard symbols? Because if you write things using natural language, it can be ambiguous. Ambiguous means it can be unclear to the reader and unclear to the communication party. Therefore, so there is a standard in the world. We use set of standard symbols to represent an algorithm. So we have standard symbols that we learn about that. So kindly write down this. This is 5.3, question number 1. Right. So we have few questions to discuss, but so today we don't have enough time to move through that. It doesn't matter. I'll be finishing that part next day. So we have to discuss about the symbols, and we have to discuss about 1 or 2 flow charts, and that will end this lesson, right? And I hope that you have seen that in the 15th you have the examination. So I have I will issue the tute. So why I didn't issue the tute, you know that I was not well. So I will issue that, and then you can go through that as well. Anyway, so we have discussed this workbook. No, we have discussed this workbook, so the tute will be shorter. So from first 5 questions, from first 5 lessons, you will get questions for the last, this second term test. This is not the last, the second term test. And after that, I'll be doing the next chapter. Maybe next week, if you want me to revise any lesson, please tell me. Then I can revise that back before the examination. Or I can start the new lesson. That you have to decide and tell me, right? Okay, then I'll stop from here. Good night. See you all next week.
Bye, sir. Take care, sir. Good night, sir. Bye, sir.